Shalom, everybody. This is Dave from Universal Truth of Mankind. I'm your host, and this is Meditation 201. If you haven't already done it, this is this number 16. Go back at least to 15. Go down below in the description. Go to the playlist, or within YouTube, go to the playlist, and you go to Meditation 201 and start with video 1 and move forward. And you're going to learn a lot. And you're going to learn about your relationship with the Creator, your relationship with yourself, relationship with others. And you're going to create the self, not the me, myself, and I egotistical self. I mean the self where you are a composite being of an upper soul, a mind, a body. And you're aware of all those levels at the same time, and you become a unity, a singularity. Well, not a singularity, but you become a unity, an echad, a unity. So we started last time a different perspective of this, and I went through that. So now we're going to go back to Genesis 1, and we're going to continue beyond the first three words in Hebrew. So here we have Bereshit. I explained that, the thought of creation, the thought of six. Bara, the creation, or I should say the design of six. And I explained that last time, and then the fabricator of the six. I already spoke to that. So now what we're going to do is go on in this verse for the last four. Remember, this is 7 words here, and this is considered a menorah. You see a menorah here, the branches. You see the branches here. You see the branches here, and you see the stem. Pretty cool, huh? Like I said, unfortunately, Kabbalah doesn't share a lot. A lot of the people out there, they don't share a lot. They feel they had to hold back. As of 1994, we were told we shouldn't hold back. Yet we see a lot of holding back, a lot of restriction of thought. And that's not good here because we're trying to get closer and closer to the thought of six by working our way up. Now, like I said, there's a bait here. So this literally creates a wall between the essence of the creator, what's up here, sometimes called Ein Sof, up here. We know of it, we know nothing about it. And we're not supposed to know anything about the essence of the creator. It's forbidden. Again, forbidden meaning not, hey, there's a book here, don't read it. No, rather it's you're incapable of going beyond this bait. So we have a basic understanding of Bereshit. We have a basic understanding of the design. And then we have a basic understanding of the fabricator. But something cool takes place after this. You see this Aleph Tav? This represents the first character and the last character of the Aleph Beit. This is the beginning and the end of it, sort of. In reality, this is a cyclical loop. It goes back and forth. It goes from the beginning to end to beginning to end to beginning. Okay? That's what it represents. It represents a lot more than that. But it also represents, like I said, the 22 characters of the Aleph Beit. And what does that mean to you and me? Well, what is these Hebrew characters, these 22 characters? It's a form of communications that you and I are capable of comprehending. So we can't understand much in front of Elohim, the fabricator, and really nothing here. But we are capable of comprehending and understanding what the thought of creation, what the designer of creation, and what the fabricator of creation created through Aleph Beit, the 22 characters of Aleph Beit. You see that? Now, this here can represent several things. It can represent a song, like singing, sound, energy. It can represent a thought, metaphysical thought. It can represent all of that, not just spoken words. It's more than that. So what is being described? What is being created and thus described at this point? Hashemayim, the waters. What are the waters? Create six waters. So here we go again. Thought of six, designer of six, the fabricator of six, the six, the it, Hashemayim, the Aleph Bet, the ability to communicate and comprehend, vibrations, song, speech, all of that's contained in the Aleph Bet. Numeric numbers. Every character has a value to it. It's all included there. So it created six. It created six. The heavens, the six heavens. You see that? The six heavens. These are called the heavens. So we got the first three, we got the next six. The six waters. How is this exemplified? Well, if you go into verse 2 and on, it's the 6 days. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. And then we go eventually to the day of rest. See that? Now take a look at all these connections. They have Hebrew characters. There's some debate exactly what the arrangement are of those Hebrew characters, but you have the three Bereshit, Bara, Elohim, three. It, Hashemayim. Now the actual emanation of those six waters, sometimes translated as heavens, they're all here. And then a day of rest, a total of 10. 10 attached by 22 characters. And thus you have what's called 32 paths. Each one of the sephirotes is also a path. So it's 22 plus 10 equals 32. See, there's the structure. So here we are again. And then it says va'et. So this is repeated again. So there is a Hebrew language, so to speak, up here, the song of the heavens and so on and so forth, the language of the heavens described in what the 6 days of creation. And then we have a va. Va typically is translated as and. You see it here. And I prefer connection, a joining. In other words, it's creating a what? A continuum here. But there's an Aleph Tav here also, which means that we are able to comprehend and explain and to share and so on and so forth, sing, numerically understand. Sorry, that's math. I know a lot of people don't like math, but there's math involved here. There's language, there's frequencies. They're all included in there. And this is the earth, which really means the land. Okay. Don't say earth because then we think about the third rock from the sun. No, it's not the third rock from the sun. We're talking about land. There's land throughout the universe. Mars has lands. Venus has land. There's all kinds of land. But there is a spiritual understanding of what this is saying too, but we're not going to touch that here. But this is Malkut. And here you go, the 3, the 6, and Malkut. Now I'm going to stop there. I hope this has helped you all. Please watch the video. Contemplate this through. And I'm going to hit this another time in video 17 next time, where I'm going to pull a little bit more out of that verse to help you understand what is going on, give you a greater context of understanding. Take care, everybody. Shalom, shalom.